I talked a bit about this earlier in the program. Just hours ago, Israeli military showed select journalists unedited graphic Hamas body cam video of the brutal massacre on October 7th. And the IDF says it's doing that to silence doubters and conspiracy theorists. One IDF spokesperson even described it as a Holocaust denial-like phenomenon evolving in real time, which is exactly what you're telling us. Why is it happening now?
Well, because we have too often turned a blind eye to hatred and fear-stoking here in the United States. We have these universities and colleges that, in the sake of free speech, they allow terror-backing students to come forward and speak fear, speak hatred. That's not First Amendment speech rights. That is inciting violence against a people, inciting anti-Semitism across the United States. These universities, they need to own up to it and back away. And that's why I've joined Senator Tim Scott on efforts to defund those college campuses that allow this type of hatred to exist. They are excusing it, and they've got to stop.
Folks, I have a serious question for you today. What the hell have you guys done to your kids? You have seriously messed them up. How have they turned into these people? My son's 5 years old. This isn't my fault. Look at what we are seeing across the country on college campuses. It is an absolute abomination before God and this country. Look at these kids. Look at these kids at Princeton chanting, Intifada, Intifada, long live the Intifada. Justice is our demand. There is no peace on stolen land. These kids are completely insane. They have no idea what they're talking about, but boy, do they have some strong opinions. Intifada is a time where they committed terror attacks launched against the Israeli people. And these kids are yelling and crying for more of that. And if you look at some of the polling that is out there right now, it will hurt your heart. 51% of Americans 18 to 24 think the slaughter of innocents in Israel is justified. And a good portion of those think it's a genocide, and they're still fine with it. It's fine to be against intervening or supporting Israel. I don't get it, but at least I can understand it. I do not understand people who think the slaughter of innocents is completely fine. Look at these kids, 18 to 39 years old. 63% are unaware that 6 million Jews were killed during the Holocaust. 23% said the Holocaust was a myth or exaggerated. 12% had not even heard of the Holocaust. And 11% said the Jews caused the Holocaust. We can blame the education system all we want. What are you doing to your kids? What has happened? If one of these is your kids who thinks like this, what did you do wrong? Do you know? And look at this. Affinity for the Palestinians, as Frank Luntz says, is growing as the government they support is committing terror attacks. In the Middle East, more people have affinity for the Israelis than the Palestinians. And this is now starting to hurt Joe Biden. Why? Because he meekly supported Israel. And because he has done that, now you're seeing his support drop amongst Democrats. We have a section of the American public that is openly rooting for terrorists. And yeah, that base is the Democrat base on college campuses. And we're going to blame the universities. What's going on in these universities? But the real question is, what the hell is going on in America's homes? That's what we have to actually figure out.